guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing Behind the Post, which is a segment where I interview social media stars and just dancers and other people. And today I have Evan Peix. So,
welcome. About time, right?
I know. Actually, yeah. So we just filmed our first video together, which was
for
really
OnlyFans.
Cool. Yeah, for OnlyFans. So we did it at Johnson's because that's actually where we met. We met while we were both dancers.
Right.
And you're still dancing.
Well,
right?
we're still dancers by heart.
Heart, yeah.
Heart, yeah.
But now I just do it on OnlyFans. I want more people to see me dance than just the people in Fort Lauderdale.
Exactly. It was really fun. You guys have to, if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. The link is gonna be right here down below.
Yeah.
So you should definitely check it out. We did a little performance, sexy performance at Johnson's, and that's where I work. So hope to see you guys there, and also hope to see you guys on OnlyFans.
Yeah, definitely. So you haven't been on. How long have you been on OnlyFans for?
It's about like 3 months only.
3 months.
Yeah, and I had my account. Remember, I told you that I had my account shut down for
for
a month and a half. Right?
I would kill myself. I
wouldn't. After that incident, I didn't want to wish that to. I wouldn't even wish that to my worst enemy because it's such a nightmare.
I mean, not being able to work because first you were out of work because of COVID, you couldn't go dance,
right.
And then they took like your only like.
I mean, I still made money, but I didn't know the new rules that they had. So what happened? I'm gonna give you guys a little insight. It's that I was performing with other guys. With other dancers, and I didn't give out a release form, and that's what made my account be inactive for a month. But it's ready to go on, and the content is really hot. It's really good, so you guys are gonna like it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so excited, and I don't know if you guys have seen the documentary Johnson's All Male, All Nude, but this is kind of the superstar of the show. We were just watching it, and so on the side it's pretty funny because it shows both of your lifestyles, and you live like very conflicting lifestyles. So for those of you who haven't watched it yet, I encourage you to, but during the daytime, he does kids shows, and then at nighttime, he does adult performances. Alexander. So he turns in from Evan to Alexander. Yeah. Alexander's kind of a whore.
He's
just kidding. Yeah, he's so fucking talented. Like, he's the best dancer I've ever seen. And like, when we first met, I used to be so jealous of him at the club because he's such a good dancer.
And he just recently told me, we just recently connected, so we were at a music festival, and we really didn't connect until the music festival. We kind of I think we kind of had each other on like.
I agree. Like I definitely saw you as competition, and which like. I don't know. You should never see people as competition because we could always like work together and help each other out. But I was just like jealous in the past, and at the music festival, I told him that I was like, I used to always be so jealous of you, but I want to work with you now.
And I would tell him, but I was like, but baby, you're a star. Like, what are you talking about? He's
so sweet. Yeah,
he's definitely a star, and since the interview is gonna be about me, I just want to give a little compliment. I think that you're such a huge source of inspiration for me.
Oh, thank you.
I admire everything you've done, like the fact that you can just be yourself and profit over it, and you know, and just show that to the world is such an encouraging thing, you know, and I really and I think that's really inspiring.
Thank you. That means a lot. We're gonna work a lot together in the future. But to get back on you, so you saw my segment I did with Zach, right?
Yeah.
So we never see like the personalities behind the pictures that people post. And for you, like he's very like prolific for like dancing in Fort Lauderdale. If you go to the strip club, like you know who Alexander is. And so I just want to know about your past and like what brought you to the point you are now. So you were born in Bolivia, and can you tell us what that was like when growing up in Bolivia?
Well, when I was in Bolivia, I started out working for this TV channel, for this TV show. It was kind of like a Mickey Mouse Club, and they were selecting prodigies for the show. So I was selected from 30,000 kids, and there was 10 that were selected.
Awesome.
But each one the cool thing is that each one has created like their own little path. One became a TV hostess, a huge TV hostess. Yeah. Another one became a singer, a famous dancer, a news anchor. Wow. And in my case, I became a stripper. But I kind of already knew that that's what I wanted to. That's where I was heading to, because when I was 13 years old, I remember my mom taking me to see this play, and there was a scene where all the guys were like. They were like randomly take off their clothes, and my mom was about to like flash her boobs, and I was like, I want this power. And my mom, she would like look over to me. She was like, "Are you jealous?" I'm like, "No," but I was actually I was jealous, and I really wanted to.
Mommy issues,
like in strippers. So that and then
do you remember what movie it was?
It was a play, so it was in a theater.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
And then after that, I was just working behind cameras for all these TV networks, and behind and in front of camera sometimes, as a TV host, and then I came to Miami with $500 when I was 19 years old, and I just started from the bottom.
Yeah. And so I would like to bring up, I saw a story of you went back home to Bolivia one time, and Bolivia, it looked like a whole different world, like something that we're not used to in the U.S. Like it was dirt roads, and the houses kind of looked like makeshift. Yeah. So Bolivia's, it looks like it was hard there.
It was hard, and I like that you point that out, because I did have like this cool, glamorous lifestyle outside of house, but when I would come back home, like we sometimes we didn't have that much to eat, because I guess I will also save my money, and this is because I wanted to go to a private school.
Yeah.
During the summer, we would go out on tours, and that's when I would save up all my money so I can study at a private school, because that's where I wanted to.
So you kind of knew that was your way out, was performing.
Yeah. And since I was a little kid, that's. I mean, I'm kind of instinctual, like you are. Like you follow. I think that's what we have in common, that we both follow our instincts. Mm-hmm. And intuition and instincts, I think, that are two different things. Intuition is kind of like what you feel in your gut,
right?
And your instinct is kind of like animalistic. It's like what you
don't even think about.
You don't even think. Like, you just go for it. So I was just doing that since I was a kid. So. That's where I feel the most comfortable.
Yeah.
Like being on stage.
Definitely. So what was your home life like with your family when you were young? Like when you first started doing like this Mickey Mouse TV show.
So
what was life like at home?
Okay, I'm happy that we're going personal and deep with this, because I don't like, I want the viewers to know that like our relationship, and also my relationship with my fans and everybody else, is that it's not superficial. I really like to tell things the way they are, because that's what we're here for. So it wasn't that easy. Mm-hmm. It wasn't that easy growing up, because like I said, we weren't ready. We didn't come up with a big last name,
Yeah.
And my mom and dad weren't married or anything like that. So just from that, and just going through some problems I had family problems, personal problems. The fact that I was, this superstar outside of camera, but when I used to get home, I used to have this whole different lifestyle. And I had to like try to balance it out. But in the future, I realized that, as adults, we kind of like, we repeat patterns from our past, and we should kind of like realize when we start doing that,
Yeah, I think we like give the love that we're like taught. So like we're taught like how to love people in our families, and then we perpetuate that in our lives without even knowing what we're doing. And you almost like create like the same situation for yourself that you have at home sometimes. And you're kind of telling me that's what you did when you like had like a relationship a couple years ago.
Well, exactly. That's what I was telling him, and while we were at lunch previously to come in here. I was in this really toxic relationship, and I'm so thankful that I've been through that, you know, because it really it put me in this really low point in my life, because I was involved in drugs and alcohol, and really there was physical abuse in the way I was arrested for domestic violence.
Yeah. It was a hot mugshot, though. It really was.
The police was like, I was like, smile. I was like striking a pose. I was like,
Yeah.
And
he's
like,
hit him with a killing smile.
But he was like, don't show your teeth. I was like, okay. Like saying, like I was like doing this to my ex. In other words, but yeah. But no, yeah. So coming out after like. That's what was going on when I was a child, you know.
Right.
Like I was growing up in an abusive environment.
Right.
And then I would go to work, and it was completely different. So the same pattern was going on with this relationship where I was, in an abusive relationship. I was Rihanna, and the other one was Chris Brown, and it all ended up really bad, and to the point where I had to stop it. And then after that, I just completely transformed into this complete different human being, and I think that was Alexander.
So, for yourself, when you were growing up and you had a job before most kids have a job, do you think that taught you a lot growing up when it comes to work ethic? Because you said you would have to go on these tours and you were saving money. Have you brought that into your adult life, you feel?
Definitely. Like nowadays, there is certainly a structure to everything. You know, like I remember as little kids, the producer, we used to have the famous meeting after the show, and she would like point out everything that it was always a drama. It was always a drama. This is why I think I'm dramatic. But there was always something going on. Oh, why did you say this on camera? Or
was it stressful as a kid? Like how old were you?
But it was so much fun. It was like I was 9 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 till I was 13 until I started growing pubic hair, and my voice was like, I can't sing anymore. Like this is not how it can be. Yeah, I already knew what was jerking off, so I was like, no, we just gotta move on to something else. But
have you learned how to adapt, like, since your voice has changed, or is it like did you just lose it?
I mean, yeah, I adapt. I adapt to it.
I've heard you sing. It's good.
Yeah. I can play the guitar.
Yeah.
You did, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And if you Google him, he has some YouTube.
I have a video clip.
Videos.
I have a video clip. Cool.
And actually, you can find a bunch from when he was a kid too. It's really cute. From Bolivia.
I'm gonna send you some.
Maybe I can throw some in here. But so I would like to go back to, you were saying that you think that's why you're so dramatic, because there's always a drama with the TV crew and everything. Yeah. But you actually did have a lot of drama and, some bad publicity go on with your manager that you were talking about, who, when he first got into the business, she was the manager of all the children for the Mickey Mouse Playhouse. And as you got older, you developed a relationship with her while he was still underage.
What a scandal.
It's a scandal.
It was a scandal. It was, and it was so hard going through that. And at that time, the gossip shows were starting to pop out of nowhere. So for all the viewers, in Latin America, it's very normal. I think everywhere it's normal to have like a midday news anchor, and then for whatever reason, TV shows started to pop out after the the midday news, and it was all gossip based. So paparazzi were starting to show up. People. People with microphones would show up and just out of the bushes and ask you personal questions.
That's a big story because technically, she's being your manager who you've known since you were 9 is a sex offender.
Exactly. So I escaped home when I was like 16 years old, and then I started going out with her probably when I was like 16 and a half, and but we had a.
Okay.
That this has millions of views. So yeah, we had this relationship, and then all these TV shows were starting to talk about it, and it kind of like destroyed our relationship in a way. And then my mother was trying to make it worse.
Right.
So my career kind of like I went through that Britney Spears 2007 moment. I was like, okay, what do I do now? So I participated for Mr. Bolivia, and then I won, and all of a sudden people just forgot about all the scandals, because this was a major scandal. This was like psychologists debating and people, I wouldn't go out to the street without people staring at me.
Right.
So this is why I think I'm very empathetic to celebrities. Like I can't even imagine what it's like to be an A-list celebrity from Hollywood, to be Tom Cruise.
And you're getting fucking
Can you
stalked.
Imagine?
Yeah. No, I can't. That'd be crazy.
I don't know. This is why I think that a lot of them go crazy.
Do you ever get stalked by people who know you from OnlyFans or Instagram or even Johnson's when you're shopping or something?
So
I've been getting it so much lately.
Wait, yeah. Well, so back in I went to Bolivia.
Yeah.
And I logged on. I hooked up with somebody right from kind. I was like, all right, let's see what's up. And then after we finished and everything. The guy tells me, "Are you who I'm thinking of? I've always liked you." So I felt like I was hooking up with a fan, and I'm like, "What am I doing with my life?" I'm like, "Yes, it's I am," and but it's crazy how people can still remember you when you were from such a long time ago.
Right.
That's why it's just good to do good stuff.
Because people will remember.
People will remember you forever.
No.
Does that happen to you?
Yeah. So not for hookups, but if I go grocery shopping, I've had people who stop me, and we have to wear masks right now because of COVID, and I'm like, how do you know that it's still me?
Yeah.
That blows my mind, because in my head I'm like, I don't know. But it's cool whenever someone stops me. I'm like, let's take a picture or something.
And usually, what's the approach? What?
Oh, they're just are you Reno? I follow you, and I'll just be like, hey, what's up? Or normally it's really normal, take a picture or something. But I've had people follow me out to my car and be like,
no way.
Come on a boat with me. And
no way. What a life!
Anything to get on a boat.
Exactly. You want to come on a yacht? Why not? Right.
All right. We need to take an intermission because I don't want this to die and not save anything. Okay, so we're back. My thing was dying, but we're back. So I did have a question. We were talking about meeting fans or whatever. Have you noticed the traffic in the strip club for you? Has it gone up since you've built up your following? Because Evan, in the past couple months, in the past year, you've built up your account to 100 and
something
30,000 or something. So are you getting more traffic to the club that way?
I think that part of building your own brand is he's turning on the light. It still looks good though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
It still looks good.
Proceed.
So it's since you have when you have a fan base, if you say that tonight I'm gonna be at Johnson's and let's have a litty time, everybody's gonna show up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And having a platform on social media is huge. You know what I'm saying? And that's what our business is all about now.
Yeah, for sure.
And everybody wanted me to open up an OnlyFans. You told me to open up an OnlyFans a while ago, and I should have done it a while ago. because I could have been making money while I was, shaking my balls.
Yeah.
So.
For me, I just feel like OnlyFans is so much more substantial because having a following, you can monetize it in like several ways by having like a YouTube or something. So I just I started seeing dancing. Like dancing's great and everything, but I was like, I don't know if this is gonna age well for me. I feel like I need to get it online. So you know what I mean? Which is exactly what you've done too. So
but
like,
we still love the audience.
Oh yeah, you're a
audience.
Performer. When did you? So you're an exhibitionist.
Him
right?
too.
Well,
I was like the first time I saw him at the club. I was in. Everybody was like, yeah. And
I live for that shit.
Oh, he was on it, and I was because I thought that you weren't that much of an expert. Like,
yeah.
I told him, dude, you should come over. That's when the manager from Johnson's, Matt, told me to approach him to offer him so he can work at the club. So I go up to him and I'm like, hey bro, you should dance here, you'll make a shitload of money, yada yada. And he goes, oh no, but I do cam model and I don't want to, blah, blah. And then I thought that he was kind of like an amateur, and the first time he shows up to the club, he finally made up his mind. He finally said yes. And when I see him on stage, I was like, bro. He knew exactly what he was doing. But not only like you know how to make the customer come over to tip you, but you also knew how to perform,
right,
being on a pole, he was just practicing right now while we were charging the battery. That was pretty cool.
Thank you.
I love that you always put your head into whatever craft you do, and a part of being successful is doing your best.
Yeah, totally.
Did you guys? That's one of the. This is a book that I read. The Promises? No, the five. Whatever. I'll show you after the book. But one of the agreements. Oh, the 4 agreements. That's what it is. The 4 agreements. You gotta read that book. One of the agreements is to do your best.
Yeah. So are they just like agreements to yourself? Or?
It's one of the best books.
I'll have to read
it. Yes.
So what do you do in your free time? Do you read a lot?
I listen to audiobooks.
Okay.
I listen to audiobooks, and I know it's such a. Sometimes I'm a nerd, and I like Greek mythology.
Oh, cool.
Astrology.
Yeah. Oh, he's so into astrology.
He's done with it.
I'm like, I just don't follow it.
I talked to him about it. He's like, yeah. I don't know.
I just don't know anything about it, but yeah, I can tell you read a lot of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm into. I'm into alchemy. Like that's my nerd side.
Okay. Nice. And how are you still with COVID going on? Have you been doing any shows for kids? Because he dresses up as Spider-Man and does birthday parties. Yeah. You can do balloon animals.
I can do balloon. I'm gonna bring a balloon next time.
Oh yes, please. I wish you brought that. I wish you brought that.
What should it be next? What do you want me to
I want you to make me a hot dog.
A hot dog? A big hot dog.
A big hot dog.
Okay. What did you think about me? What I thought about you the first time, at first glance, because Matt told me, look at that guy. And I was like, who? Holy shoot. I was like, this guy looks like money.
Yeah.
And so I went straight to it. And I think that you were you were very beautiful guy. That was my first impression.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was the first impression. That you were just beautiful guy and you knew what you were doing. I kind of knew in the back of my head he's gonna kind of listen to me at some point.
Yeah.
He's gonna come to this club and dance.
Well, I like that. Going to Johnson's was a whole different experience for me because every strip club that I had worked in before was underground, illegal,
in the basement.
In the basement, they didn't have real private rooms. It was a chair in a closet or something,
and a shitty light bulb with a bug.
Everywhere I had worked before was just so ghetto that when I first met you, I was like, oh wow, he's glamorous,
Really?
So yeah, I got the same impression, and I was like. So, I definitely wanted to do it. I just lived so far away at the time.
while I was working, because people think that, when I'm in the workplace, I get very, I'm very disciplined. Like I put my mind into anything that,
Right.
and I think you're like that too.
Yeah, you definitely get in your zone.
People sometimes think that I'm a dick, but
I
like
thought you were a
you
dick.
thought I was
Yeah.
a dick. People think that, but actually, like and we've connected a lot these past 2 weeks, and
Yeah, it's been great.
I see
fun.
him like my little brother.
Aw.
I see him like my little brother, and yeah, like we're really cool.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
you see me.
I'm
I think I
enjoying
see you
it.
like a like family, and I think you see that. 'Cause
Yeah.
this is what life is about.
It's been so nice.
Donuts and
yeah, connecting with fellow hoes.
the Hoes Association.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to get back to you. Although this has been great, you hyping me up and everything. So, how many siblings do you have?
I have a sister and two other sisters.
And two other sisters.
My half brother has passed away
As of very recently.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
And it's crazy that when we were at this music festival, and that's when I told you about it, and that's when I think like you kind of like you how can I say it, like you connected with me more, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you probably thought that I was this dickhead, because we didn't talk to each other besides being
like
competitive and work, and that's when you kind of like, okay,
Yeah. So like, is your family like accepting? Like, are you out of the closet? Like, do you identify as gay? Do you still date girls at all? Like,
what's my sexuality?
Yeah.
I see that more into the men's side.
Yeah.
I like guys.
He's just into himself.
Shut up. I like. How about money sexual? Is that a thing?
No, that's definitely a thing.
Like I see money.
we were actually shooting today, and I brought like a bunch of money so we could use it on stage, and that's what got him hard.
I can just come
like
with money. Yeah, sure. I came.
Yeah. Okay, so money sexual.
I think so. Yeah, money sexual.
And did your family like all know what you do?
So my mom, like I'm straight up with her. I just tell her, look, I'm a dancer, period. And this is what I do. Because she knows that, and my mom always has let me, I don't know about your parents. Have your parents been like that? Like, they've been supportive with who
They're
you
so
are.
supportive, yeah.
Like, and my mom has always respected my individuality, and I
great.
think that's what made me more dramatic.
Yeah.
And accentuate who I really am. But on my father's side, like my siblings, when I told my sister that I told her, I didn't even tell her I was gay or anything. I just told her I told her I'm bisexual, and she started crying. But she was like 13 years old, and I guess because of I don't know why I still have to ask her that. But today she's completely, she loves me just the way I am.
That's
good. Yeah, my family in general just loves me the way I am.
And you were saying in Bolivia it's like different to be gay, because I feel like in the U.S. it's somewhere that's pretty easy, but
somebody had to break the ice.
Yeah.
Somebody had to break the ice, and I was kind of scared to express my sexuality over there, and when I did it here, I was doing this thing called Men Universe Model. Really fun competition. It was like an event where all these guys from all over the world came in to compete for this thing, and and when I got there,
is it like a bodybuilding?
No, it's like a pageant.
Like pageant.
Yeah, like a pageant. There you go. And that's when I was interviewed about it, and I finally came out, and I really expressed like how I felt in Bolivia about it, and in Bolivia at that time it wasn't that open, but now it is open. I think also thanks to that interview, it was this newspaper interview that I gave out, and
was it like Mr. Bolivia comes out gay? Really? That's so cool.
Yeah. And it said that. Yeah, it said something like that, like that Bolivia kind of like was asphyxiating me. Is that a word?
I don't know.
Asphyxiate. It was kind of like made me feel like kind of like suffocated.
Oh, I see. Like putting you down, kind of.
Yeah, because of my sexuality.
Okay.
But overall, I think that my people in Bolivia are really accepting now.
Yeah, I think that's amazing that you.
But I think that somebody has to put the foot in. Has to plant the foot, you know.
Fuck
And,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
There's always somebody that starts it.
So, what are your plans for the future?
The plans for the future?
Yeah.
Well, building more relationship with you.
Oh.
With the fans. With the OnlyFans. And just loving, you know, building up relationships. Because
that's what life's all about.
Well, now we're all learning that this year. You know, we're learning that life is not only about. What about you?
For the next.
Yeah, like you already made like hundreds of thousands of dollars, and probably millions already at this point. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. So I just want to build up my real estate portfolio and just set my family up really well. So I'm starting college funds for my nieces and nephews, and I don't know, just seeing where life takes me and just investing wisely, but then just taking time and working on my craft. And I want to film and jerk off in super exotic locations with my new friend Evan. So yeah, that's basically it. So like in 10 years, do you see yourself like doing OnlyFans, or do you have a game plan to get out?
I think you have to go with the flow.
Right.
Universe. You know, I think the universe
just take it as it comes.
Well, I mean, you also have to be structured with everything, and I think that you're structured as well. We all have to be. You know, I was raised like that. You know, like having plans for what am I gonna do today?
Right.
You know, I think that's very important. But by the flow of the universe, like listen to the signs. Sometimes you get opportunities, and you should just open them and see where life takes you, because you never know. You might end up with having a huge legacy in life. You know.
Yeah.
What really inspires me about you is that is that you can just really you're just yourself, you know, on cameras, wherever you go, anywhere this guy goes. This is the way he actually is. Okay, it's not that he's portraying it to have likes or views or no. This is the way he is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel the same for you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the club, you're a little more flexy, but who isn't? I'm the same way when I'm dancing.
I am.
But
you need that shmoney.
You need that shmoney. Yeah, give us some shmoney. Anyways, guys, do you have anything else you want to say? So I'm gonna put Evan's OnlyFans link right here. So go check him out. Go follow him. You offer one-on-one messaging, correct?
Yes.
Nude pictures, duo scenes. He's
orgy scenes.
Do you? Yeah. You do orgy scenes? Okay, he's doing it up. Doing more than me. good for you. And then I'm gonna put my OnlyFans link right here, and we're gonna put our
Instagrams too.
Instagrams, that's gonna be down in the description, and
so you can check out the preview of our collab.
Yeah, and by now I'm sure our OnlyFans video is already out by the time you're seeing this, so go check it out. We had a lot of fun, and it definitely brought me back to my dancing days with you.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you.
I actually really love you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh my god.